if you have been feeling unmotivated or uninspired lately, then it's a sign for you to restart and level up your life. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you exactly how to. So the first thing you need to do is to practice gratitude and positivity. Celebrate your little wins. Be happy for every single thing that's going on in your life, whether it's big or little. Do not forget that the life you are living now was what you once prayed for. So be able to be grateful for whatever you have, whether it's big or small. I came across a video on TikTok, and in that video the guy was explaining that, you know how maybe you did well in your exams, and when the results comes out you find out that you failed that particular course, and then you become sad. But when you hear that everybody in that class failed that course, you become happy. Or sometimes when you hear that you scored maybe an 8/10 in the particular course, and you are very excited about that, but when you are told that that 8/10 was the lowest score in the class, you become sad. So the big question here is that, is the success of your life more about the failure of others, or is it more about your self-improvement? Think about it. So I want you to ask yourself, what exactly is your motivation for success? Is it the failure of other people, or is it the desire for self-improvement? In life, your desire to outdo your past self should be more than the desire to outdo others. It should never be about others and what is going on in their lives. It should be about yourself, and you should be grateful that you are not where you were a year ago. So practice gratitude, be more positive, focus on yourself, stop looking at what others are doing, and just be grateful for every little thing and celebrate little wins, and you'll see how your life will change drastically. Another thing I want you to do is let go of your house. You might be wondering, how exactly am I going to let go of my house? Let me tell you. You know how maybe you have a goal or you have something to achieve, and you start beating yourself up. How is it going to happen? How is it going to take place? How is it? You start asking yourself how, and you're beating yourself up, and at the end of the day you end up not doing anything because you don't know how it's going to happen. Just take a deep breath and let go of the house. The only reason why we have been thinking about how it's going to happen, how this one is going to happen, is because we do not have a destination. What do I mean by having a destination? It's simply having a goal, having an end goal. First of all, you need to sit down and analyze your life and ask yourself, where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? What is my end goal? And once you identify that, the house are going to populate itself. And let me tell you how. Okay, for example, let's say you want to go to Australia, and first thing you're going to do is to book your flights. Once you book your flights, you know that Australia is cold, so you know that you have to bring a sweater, you need to bring a jacket, you need to bring socks. You didn't know that you were supposed to bring those things. You knew the destination you were going to, and that's one thing I want you to know. Once you choose your goal, or once you choose your destinations, those house will populate itself. You know that you need this particular thing to get there. So what you need to do is that work on those particular things that you need to get to that destination. For example, you want to be a doctor. You know that you need to study very well in class. You need to be a very hardworking student. You need to be very dedicated. That's how you know what to do. So one thing that makes us ask the question, how are we going to do this, how is it going to happen, is because we do not have a destination, we do not have a goal. Once you have that destination and once you have that goal, the house will populate itself. You will know exactly what to do, and once you just focus and do exactly what you need to do and what you have to do, trust me, you will finally get to that destination. So one thing I want you to do is let go of the how to do this, how to do that, and just have a destination, and the house will just populate itself. Another thing I want you to do is that you should build positive habits. One mistake that I see a lot of people do is that once they have something they want to achieve, or once they want to level up their life and maybe restart their life, they feel like it's a one-day something, and that's a lie. If anyone told you that, that's a lie. You need to build positive habits, and let me tell you something, it takes time to build habits. They even say it takes 90 days to be able to build a habit. For example, if I do something today, I might not do it tomorrow because I'm not used to doing it. So if I keep on doing it, it will click to my brain that, oh, I have to do this because I've been doing this lately. One way you can build positive habits is by breaking down your goals and breaking it into like little habits. And do not forget, you need to be very patient because it takes time to build a positive habit. It can take you like 3 months. So building a habit is not a one-day job. You have to do it consistently to see the result and to see the process. And in the process of building a habit, you need to be very accountable. If you make a mistake, you need to like be so compassionate with yourself and just move on without dreading it for so long. So basically build positive habits. You can have positive habit like maybe creating daily routines, doing your self-care, meditation. Just have positive habits that will bring you closer to your goals, because those habits, it's what is going to populate to achieving those goals. Another thing I want you to do is that you should invest in self-care. If you do not have a self-care routine, you should have one now. You need to, whether it's a skincare routine, whether it's meditation, you just need to have a self-care routine, because there are some days that we do not feel so good. Maybe we're not in the mood to do stuff, and those are the days that like you really love to do your self-care. You can even do your self-care every day. Just make sure you have a self-care routine. Some of the ways you can do your skincare can be relaxing, having like a skincare routine, and exercising, journaling, and even meditating. Those are some of the kind of ways that you can do your self-care. So you can do any one of the things I mentioned. Do the one that suits you best. So basically just have a self-care routine. Another thing I want you to do is to cultivate meaningful relationships. This cannot be underestimated or underrated. You need to have meaningful relationship with people. Don't just have relationship with people just for having relationship with people's sake. You should be having relationship with people that add to you. This can be one of the ways that you can level up your life. When you are surrounded by people that have meaningful conversations or impacting you in a good way, it can help you level up your life. So I'll advise you, if you're getting into a relationship, a friendship, any ship at all, it should be meaningful and it should be something that is productive. Do not have friends just for club, just for drinking. I'm not saying that is bad. You can do that in your free time, but it should not be like a habit. Have friends that help you grow, friends that are so passionate about self-growth and self-improvement, and you will see how your life will change. Have friends that do not want to like bring you down any chance that they get. Have friends that are very supportive. Have relationships that are very supportive, because if you're in a relationship or in a friendship when those kind of people are not being supportive, trust me, they are going to try to bring you down. So you need to be with people that will want to see you up, and people that are constantly trying to become better and a good version of themselves. So cultivate the habit of having or surrounding yourself with meaningful people. Another thing I want you to do is to embrace lifelong learning. A lot of us, maybe when we go to school, we have a particular course that we want to study, and at the end of the day we do not make use of that course, or at the end of the day life happens and like things happen. So you need to have a plan B. You need to learn a skill. It must not be online skills. It can be like anything at all. You need to have something that if this particular thing does not happen, God forbid, but if this particular thing does not happen, I can actually do this and like get some money. Or if I want extra cash and I can actually do this and get some money. And when I'm talking about learning a particular skill, you do not know when that skill is going to actually pay off, like at a particular time in your life. So you need to like learn a particular skill. It must not be something hard, but just have something that you know how to do by the side, even if you do not want to like focus on it, but like have things that you want to do, and just use every time as an opportunity for you to learn. Like learn everywhere. If you can learn from a child, learn from a child. Do not discriminate, because you do not know the value that someone could give you. So be always ready to learn. I want you to like have a positive mindset and an open mind to like learn new things, because you do not know when that skill or that thing that you have learned is going to be useful to you. So yes, open your mind to learn new things. Another thing I want you to do is that you should take calculated risk. Did you get that? Take calculated risk. I know that a lot of us, we like to be comfortable, we like to stay where we are comfortable. And the truth is that the comfort zone is our worst enemy. And let me tell you how. Once you stick at that place that you are so comfortable, you don't want to move from this place because you are so comfortable. You do not know that when you leave that particular place, when you just leave that particular place, that will be where you will have your massive breakthrough, or that's where that big thing you have been waiting for will happen. And a lot of us like to be comfortable. Like, who does not like to be comfortable? So you need to take that risk. You need to leave that comfort zone. Leave it, and you see how your life will change. You do not always have to be comfortable. You do not always have to like be in a particular place where you just don't want to leave that comfort zone. And let me tell you, great things happen outside of your comfort zone. So yes, take calculated risk. I'm not saying you should like always risk it, but like be very calculated and like, just take risks sometimes. You do not have to always play safe, especially if you want to like be very, very successful. You need to leave your comfort zone. I know that we love being so comfortable, but if you want to level up your life and like be a better person, I didn't feel like doing this video, but I was like, I have to do this video, I have to put this out there. I was so comfortable, I didn't want to stand up from my bed, but you know that if this is going to be of value to you, and this is going to be of value to me, because as I'm giving you the value, I'm putting a value inside of me. So try to leave your comfort zone, take calculated risk once in a while, and trust me, it's going to surely pay off. That moment, that comfortable place you are in, I promise you, once you leave that comfortable place and start something for yourself and start something big, you will not regret it. So please take calculated risk and leave your comfort zone, and thank me later. Another thing I want you to do with your life is that you should stay organized. Stay very organized and focused. And let me tell you how to. You can have calendars. Okay, for example, let me use content creation for example. One thing that helps me stay in track is to like create like content calendars. If I do not know what to post, or like I do not have any idea, I sit down and I brainstorm. And once I sit down and I brainstorm, I have a content calendar. On Monday I'm going to do this video, Tuesday I'm going to do this video, Wednesdays and Saturdays are going to be my posting days. Like, it helps me like stay more focused, and it helps me stay more organized, because if I just wake up today and shoot video, and I'll get more tired and I feel disorganized, and at the end of the day I won't do anything because I feel disorganized, and like it's just so tiring. I don't know how to explain this feeling, but you need to like stay organized. If you want to like do something a particular day, or if you have something to do tomorrow or any other day that you plan to do it, you need to have a to-do list. You need to, even if you have a to-do list, you can even divide it into urgent tasks and just normal tasks that you need to do before a certain day, or tasks that you just generally need to do. So basically have calendars and have to-do lists that will help you like stay in track and to help you organize, which is going to like make you more focused on what you are doing. So yeah, the thing I want you to do is that you should develop a growth mindset. What I mean by that is, for example, embracing challenges. You know that once in a while life throws different challenges at us, and maybe we're feeling down or disappointed, or like just a negative kind of way. You need to be like positive about those challenges. For example, these days I've developed this growth mindset that if something bad happens to me, or if something happens to me that I do not like, I tell myself that this thing happened for me and not to me. Like, I try to embrace those challenges, and once you start having that kind of mindset, it's automatically levels up your life, and like it opens your mind to like greater opportunities. Once you just start seeing those challenges as just one of those days, and knowing that it will come and pass, and like greater things will happen, and just focus on like the progress that is happening in your life, you will see how your life will change. So one thing I started doing is to like embrace those challenges. Things are happening for me and not to me. I don't always claim the victim when bad things happen to me or when I face challenges. I embrace it and I see it as like one of the things that is going to like take me up there. So yes, you need to develop that kind of mindset. Just be positive and focus on progress, because you are going to level up with time. Another thing I want you to know is that you should be patient. Be very patient, because good things takes time. Whether you are doing all these things, you need to like create a habit. You need to be like a habit for you, and creating a habit takes time. So in order for you to level up your life, you need to be very patient, be kind to yourself, be compassionate to yourself. Just be very good to yourself, because good things takes time and it won't happen overnight. So as you're practicing all these things, make sure that you're having fun. Make sure that you are being very dedicated and consistent, because consistency pays. Like, I've seen it with my eyes. Consistency and dedication pays. So in the process of doing all these things, you need to be very, very patient, because good things take time. So I've come to the end of this video. If you like this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, because that's how YouTube is going to know that this video was helpful to you. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you guys in my next video. Bye.